Hi guys, Cynthia here with November's productivity postcard. For those of you who live in Kansas City, we have seen a blink of winter coming. We have snow on the ground, actually on the grass as of November 1st, which is kind of unusual. But I guess you could say it's kind of a semi-start to the winter of our discontent or content, depending on how you look at it. This month, really what I want to talk about is perseverance, resilience, and grit. I got a lot of feedback from my previous productivity postcards that identified the technique of if this, then that. The idea was to set a rule for yourself ahead of time, and if this thing happens, then you automatically do that thing. So perseverance, resilience, and grit have a lot to do with that over the long haul, right? Over the long run. And so I wanted to talk about it for a minute. Perseverance, a component of perseverance is resilience. So I went and found out what is the exact definition of resilience. I really liked this, so I want to share it with you. The steadfast pursuit of a task, a mission, or a journey in spite of the obstacles, discouragements, or distractions. Awesome, right? Resilience is associated with optimism, perseverance, and self-control, and grit over the course of time. I want you to think back on a specific task around your performance, productivity, time management. I want you to think about a specific task. If you have set up an if this then that, and even if you haven't, more importantly if you haven't, what are you doing to make sure that you create an environment where you want to persevere, where you show and distribute resilience, regardless of the roadblocks, where you have enough grit to get you through the difficult times or the times you don't want to do what you need to do. The easiest way to think about that in this environment is, what are you going to do to persevere for however much longer we have in our current situation with the pandemic, for example. There are still hurdles we need to get over. There are still difficult things we need to decide and do. And it probably resonates with you more now than what that time management thing is you wanted to do. Either way, whether it's a habit you wanted to change or looking forward to seeing how we can persevere through the difficulties or challenges, is really critical. Because if you're not optimistic, if you don't feel like you have some level of control, then it's going to be a really challenging experience for you. So I want you to think about a difficult situation and ask yourselves, can I persevere? Can I do what resilience wants me to do? Do I have the grit to keep going? It's really difficult under the best of circumstances. I happen to mentor a few people. Most of them are startups, and they certainly understand this issue of grit. And they display a lot of resilience. They love so much what they do that they break walls to get there, even through difficult situations like this, so they persevere. And the ones that persevere to the end, to see their vision come true, are the ones that are the winners. So you don't have to be a startup. But if you work for yourself, and even if you work for a company, ask yourself, what do I need to do to persevere, show resilience, and use my grit to get there? It generally makes you a much happier person most days. I'll say that. Because I've struggled with it myself from time to time, especially in this environment. But I know that the long game, the relay and not just the short race, is where it's at with these behaviors. All right, so let me know how you did. Contact or reach out to me if you've got some questions and we can talk about it. And I will see you next month for the December postcard, which will be my last postcard. And I hope you join me so that we can go on that final journey together. Thanks, guys.